Good evening. Welcome back. Converter, definitely. That was a win. Get some slicks on. I'll go to the track, find out how good of a win it's going to be. Otherwise, I got to buy custom. So, anyway, today, project at hand will be to get the trans in the 56, or at least try to. I'm expecting rain tomorrow, so I got to cover a car and cover up something else, and we'll do all the normal crap. And close that door right there. That'll work. And we're gonna get out the Massey today because I have some mowing jobs to do that are coming up, and prep that for the mowing season. And there's another project, and the hood do another project. And I have to still get out of that yet. It hasn't been run since last year. I'll mow grass with that too. Speaking of mowing grass, holy Lord, just did this last week. So this is where we're going to uncover and pull out and do a couple things to today. It's a 1956 Massey Ferguson F40. These were only 2 years these were produced, in 56 and 57, and this is called a high crop. There was only 9,000 of these tractors made in the 40 series in those 2 years. And the high crop was a little bit more rare. So I had worked on this years ago. This used to be next to a farm near my old house back in the early 80s. Give you a little backstory on it. Oops, come on, get out there. And they used it, and he restored it in early 80s, brought it back to the farm, and they used it at their farm for grading, mowing, you name it, on the farm around there. And they left it to the new owners, and the new owners used it all those years. Then I ended up restoring it. Well, not restoring it, we repainted it, put clutch in it, did the cylinder head on it, a bunch of stuff. Man, it was nice, new rims, new tires. That was probably 2000. And then they sold it to my neighbor, took it to their shop and used it there till, I guess, 3 or 4 years ago. I managed to ask him, I said, hey, what'd you ever do with that tractor that you guys bought off of the guy at that farm next door to me? He goes, hey, we still have it. Would you like to be, you interested in it? I said, sure. So I ended up buying this and a 1956 F50, I think you call it. It's a 50 series. I sold that, and I kept the brush hog and whatever else they gave me, but the original pieces that came with this tractor was that brush hog. I bought the plow off of Marketplace. That Massey used to pull that rake, and there's something else around here. Oh, in the back there's a disc, and I got that for free. So I've used a disc in the plow a few times, but I really don't have any big farm. The place I was using it for, this tractor was a little underpowered for it, so I ended up just parking it, you know. And then we lost a lot where we were farming. It was just a lease, so I'll keep it for now. If not, I'll sell it, see what happens. I did get this seat. They sell all this stuff new now. So now I can sit nice and comfy and mow grass instead of sitting on a hard seat. And I just got to change these ends, but I added wet lines to it. So, but the pump's a little hurt. So, let me check the oil and stuff and go over this. Yeah, a little low, about half a quart. A little dirty. I'll get the antifreeze when we get up to the shop. You got to open the hood. I'm sure this thing's got to be out of fuel. If it starts, it'll be a miracle. Then again, who knows? Okay, turn the fuel on, or the mud, whatever's in there. And why is this leaning forward? There it goes. Ugh. And oh wow. Alright, neutral, that, key on. I got a feeling the battery's dead in this thing. Oh wow. Nice. Wow. choke it, maybe out of fuel completely. I'm gonna say yes. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's out of fuel. No, it's not good. That means I gotta go to the gas station unless I have something kicking around here. Try this again. I didn't have the fuel on too far enough. It's fully choked. Wish this thing would stay. Usually this thing lights right off. I'm wondering if the points got wet. I'm gonna have to check the points. That's off. That's the other way. Oil pressure, so. Alright, well, let me see if it's got spark. Let's see here. Yeah, she got spark, so there ain't no fuel. Alright. A little bit. I think it's flooded. There's fuel coming out of this thing a little bit. Let's choke in, try it again. Oh, we'll let it choke out a little more. Come on, baby. Yeah, she's flooded. Come on, baby. Wakey, wakey. She's not happy. Doesn't want to come. I wouldn't want to go to work either. Battery's gonna be dead soon. Yeah, it's time. Time for the old jump box. And this fuel is very sour in this thing. I remember putting some old junky fuel in this thing. I know one thing that would wake it up. Yep, don't have any starting fluid, so try again. Oh. Low fuel is crap. Alright. Been sleeping all winter, but it's what it is. Snatch this brush hog up. This needs to be going over after last year's 40-some acres of mowing. Kind of shook it to death with that other tractor, so alright, we're close. I gotta let this thing warm up. This probably not. Guess I'm gonna have to redo that and back it in. There I gotta fix that broken weld there, go over the rest of it, check the gearbox, grease the U-joints. I got, I think, a bearing maybe checking out now. If not, these need to be greased. Do need this twice, but if I want the car for a cruiser, guess what? It's taking up my lift. It's in the way. So, all right, let me work on this brush hog. Tomorrow's rain, so I can't really do much outside. I can work on this later, if not tomorrow, because it's inside. Meanwhile, we'll fire up the old Lincoln welder, get the grinder out. I do have a bigger welder, but for that thickness of metal, that works pretty good. Yeah, grease gun, oil gun, couple wrenches. We'll get some stuff done on this tonight. I might have to plate that, because there's a lot missing right there. Because that's pretty smashed. Wow. If I can get a clamp in there, I might be alright. Maybe. Should be enough to overlap that mess. I don't even know what year this thing is, but it's still holding together pretty good for whatever it is. Covington Cutter Company. I'm gonna say it's out of the late 60s, early 70s. Not quite sure. I'm just gonna guess. I haven't seen one around yet. I've heard the name, but never seen one like this. I don't know if this is gonna hold. It's not. Wow. That's some stiffy stuff there. Ooh. This is going to take a BFH and lots of hammering. This clamp's not going to cut it. I think I can catch this edge if it doesn't slip off. If I can get this thing tacked together, I think we'll be okay. Remind me never to do that 40-acre job again, because that about rattled me and this thing, and end up in the hospital with a bad ankle. This is gonna pop. I can see it already before it even gets down to the bottom, I think. No? Maybe not. That's it. So if I can get this here tacked together and I could make it stick, because I think there was a piece of metal here. It's missing. It's a piece of angle that keeps this thing from bowing. So what I think I'm gonna do is weld this up for now, and I'll get a piece of angle, flatten this out if I can, maybe put that together and try to pull that down. This will probably keep it from twisting. It's probably why this broke off, because it was twisting so bad. All right, let's see what happens here. If we can get this thing tacked together enough to release this clamp, hopefully. I don't know. I'm trying to get some of the kinks out of my liner here, so I don't have any hang-ups. I got this thing set right. Trash. I just wanted to hold it enough to take the clamp off. That's all I need. And I can really do it with some voltage amperage. I think we're good. Oh yeah, here we go. Come on. Let me see if I can put a couple more tacks right here. Big knot right here if I can. Welder don't like that. Yeah, that's a nice little knot. I got my eyes closed, don't worry. For all guys, I'm not looking at the weld if that's what you think I'm doing. Alright, so I'm going to make some noise and beat this thing a little bit and see what we can get out of it and try to grind it down and weld it some more. Yeah, maybe I'll just overlap that. pull that down with a clamp. Ow! Ooh, she's warm. So I welded that together. That hole, I'm gonna either have to put a patch on that or let it roll for now. I just want to get this, and this is just gonna hold it for now. Put that there. Actually, I'm gonna center that a little bit. I'll use the whole thing if I have to. What I'd like to do is weld there and over here, and then pull that down with two clamps and then weld across here. If I can do that, I'll get myself some clamps and grind that all down and just beat across that. That'll keep this thing from, because it's been flopping over the years, and that's what's going to cause this thing to crack, even though it's getting thin from rusting. Anything's better not to prolong this. I'm not buying a new one. I'm missing the knob on the end of this thing, so. Oh yeah, I can get that to stay. Problem is, it doesn't have that flat piece on there to pivot and stay, so it wants to fight me the whole way. There's a lot of pressure on that right now. It's trying to jump off. You know what I mean? If I let go of that, I'm gonna get hurt. Or the camera's gonna get smashed. Let's see if I can make it. I don't know if that's gonna hold. I need another pair of hands. Dang. I might have to undo it and start over again. Yeah, I think so. Oh! You know what I mean? Alright, well, let me go. I'm gonna go find another clamp. Little clampy seems to be working until I say something. Oh, it's working. I'm just gonna have to get it hot. I think what I'm gonna do is after I weld it, get it hot, I'll beat it down. It'll make it a little more pliable as I go. Do is tack that while I'm at it. Come on, cord. No connection. All right, come on, you. It's one of my biggest gripes is why don't these clamps ever open up wide enough to fit that? Tacks here, and we'll hold this together and we'll move the clamp. Should be good. Move her over to the other side. Hopefully I can pull that down. I'm hoping. I think I can. Yeah. Oh, this thing's gonna be nice and stiff now. Because this thing goes over some rough terrain. And it's not like it has rubber tires like the newer ones with the hydraulic operate up, down, height adjustment. They're a little bit better, but I don't like when they bounce on the rubber tires too much. So. Alright, here we go. Okay. I'll hit this one. My wire will run low. It's slipping a little. I can hear it. I know the wire was low in the spool, and I'm sure I'm almost out. If that happens, I gotta move over to the big boy. the Hobart. All right, well, let's see, let me grind this down some more. Let's send this. I'm not gonna go all the way across. I'm just gonna stitch it. I don't think this is gonna work. It's a little heavy for what I'm doing, and plus that wire's running low. You know what? I think I'm just gonna tack this up and go to the big boy because this is not working. It's not very enough amperage here. It don't like this little wire. The little welder don't like this heavy gauge steel. It's not made for it. That sounds like Dave and his horn blowing. I think the heat setting should be fine where it's at. Yeah. Let's see what happens. We can lay a nice pass down here. You know what would help? If you turn the power onto the welder. Oh my God. Remember plugging it in. That's my when I went racing Sunday. Yeah. That's more like it. That definitely sounds much better. Actually, while it's hot, I gotta move this over a little. Always hit it down while she's hot, and that's when it's most pliable. Give a couple of buzzes across this. Not perfect, but it is what it is. Yep, it is what it is. Better than using that little thing I was using. Getting better. That's not bad. A nice beat across that, and we're good to go. We're golden for the year. Until it falls apart again in somebody else's lifetime. I got a dirt line in here I can't see. I gotta get a new glass. I need a new helmet. Well, okay, I think we got this. I got down around the corners on the V. I didn't get the back side of the V yet, but I'm gonna have to get the backhoe and pick this thing up, grind it down real good and put a couple of stitches. But I also did a long stretch here and here, like I said, up in the corners. That hole I'm gonna have to patch, but I'm gonna do that from the underside. I think we'll pick it up with the backhoe, flip it up on its side or over. But right now I'm gonna maintenance that box and grind these blades down and grease and check and grease these bearings, and that should be it for that for now. She's almost ready. Maybe we'll go try her out tonight. All right, so we're gonna obviously this thing's got junk in the bearing. Did repack these last year, but put a lot of hours on this thing, so and there was a piece of steel in between here and the bearing to keep the dirt out of it from, because when the grass comes flying up here, it ends up into the bearings and destroys everything. Yep, and that's what it does. And that's what it's doing. That's not gonna work. Oh boy. This looks like fun. And now this is what I'm talking about. That's a bearing race and a spacer. And the grass gets wrapped around there. Especially that long stuff. And that's what ruins bearings. I think this is a spacer, but they were in the bearings. That's what you get. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, this is one of the spacers I made last year to take up the clearance. But there is crap in the bearing, so I guess I'm fixing or cleaning. One of the two. There we go. Nice, clean, and repacked. Seals are shot in it, but all right, let's go try her out next door. this exhaust manifold's junk. I'm gonna have to order a new one. It's leaking, and I can't stand that. And I think the intake manifold's leaking because now the idle's high. I keep setting it up, set it down, set it up, set it down. So, all right, well, I guess I'll call this job done for today. Maybe I'll work on the 56 a little, but right now I need to clean up. So, I guess that'll be it.